Good evening, friends, or good late afternoon as it feels here in Colorado. The sun's going down around 8:30 these days, mountain time here in Longmont. And I'm going to be heading west tomorrow out to eastern Utah, northwestern Colorado for my first river trip of the season, where the sun will be setting even later. But here we are. It's a Monday. It is June 15th, and we are gonna pick and sing some songs. All right, I'm gonna do just a double quick check on the live streams. I am simply going to look at YouTube from henceforth because Facebook's been doing weird things. I'm still casting to Facebook, streaming to Facebook. But I'm just going to concentrate on YouTube now, save a little bit of time, and see, we'll just kind of concentrate it into one place. Okay, I see some folks already chiming in there on the YouTube channel. That's great. Well, we're going to get started. A handful of new songs tonight. I felt ambitious, maybe a little bit overly so, considering the weekend and the last several days I've been incredibly busy. So I've got a handful of lyric sheets for some of these songs, for a few of them, including this first one. And this is a classic from the Carter family. But first, just a reminder of how this goes. This is a jam session, like a simulated jam session, like you came over to my house and you and I are picking. I'm not here to teach you a lesson. I'm not here to teach you how to play guitar or how to play bluegrass. I'm just sort of leading a jam. So there's plenty to learn here if you are a learner. And if you don't have any experience doing this, you're going to need probably a couple lessons first to get into it. But in any case, I'm just here to give you kind of a brief run through of how the song goes. I use the number system most of the time, using our primary chords, the 1, the 4, and the 5. If you're confused about how that works, if we're in the key of G, G is 1, you just count up the musical alphabet on your fingers. G, A, B, C is the 4, D is the 5, right? So those are the 3 chords for this first song. And I have a click going, a little metronome here in the background to keep us in time. This is the slow tempo set, of course, and we'll move on to mid-tempo set following this one, and then the fast tempo set following that. So, most of these songs in this set, well, many of them, are slowed down from how the performance tempo would probably go. And that's the case with this one. So I'm just going to sing the melody while I tell you what the chord changes are. And then I'll demonstrate a kickoff, meaning a musical introduction to the song, playing the melody, decorating it in certain ways, kicking off the song. And then I will count you in and you kick it off while I back you up with the rhythm. And then we play back and forth and I'll direct you through it. Okay. Little Darling Pal of Mine from the Carter family, key of G. It's a 4-1-5-1 the whole time. 41-51, as we say, in the studio. So it goes, a 1, 2, 3. Da-da, 4, back to 1, and a 5, and a 1, and a 4, back to 1, and a 1, 5, 1. It's kind of similar to This Land Is Your Land. Woody Guthrie definitely was familiar with this song, but it's not quite the same. The chord changes, chord progression's the same. So my kickoff might go something like 1, 2, 3. So we're not going to do any bluegrass pauses, holdovers on this one. We're going to go right into each 4 chord at the end of your kickoff, at the end of a verse, at the end of a chorus, and at the end of a break. Speaking of breaks, I typically take the first break because that kind of gives you some ideas of what you can do on your break, which will be the next one. Okay, here we go. Little Darling Pal of Mine in the key of G. And you're going to kick it off. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Many a night while you lay sleeping, dreaming of your amber skies, was a poor boy, broken hearted, listening to the winds that sigh. My little darling, oh, how I love you, how I love you, none can tell. In your heart, you love another. Little darling pal of mine. Here I go. Many a day with you I've rambled, happiest hours with you I spent. Thought I had your heart forever, but I find it's only lengths. My little darling, oh, how I love you, how I love you, none can tell. In your heart, you love another. Little darling pal of mine. Play it. There is just 3 things I ask for. That's my casket, shroud, and grave. When I'm dead, don't weep for me. Just kiss those lips that you betrayed. My little darling, oh, how I love you, how I love you, none can tell. In your reminders that that's the cue to end it when I just stick the neck down. If we're tagging it, I'll do that. Well, that was cool. I don't think I've ever sung that song before, and the phrasing, especially at the slow tempo, the phrasing I'll familiarize a little bit more, but good to introduce that one to the play along. Okay, next we have Somebody Loves You Dearly, which I actually know the words to, but I'm turning this around to see the set list. Always double-sided, saving that paper when possible. Somebody Loves You Dearly. This is a waltz, so let me find a good tempo. Let's see if... Somebody loves you, darling. Dun, dun, dun. Somebody loves... Cool, we'll use the long beat. So this will be 1 click per measure in 3/4. Grave, it's telling me. Slow. I'll turn that up a little bit just to make sure we don't get off too much. Key of G. 1, 1 and 5. 4 and 1. Sorry. One more time. Somebody Loves You Dearly in the key of G goes like this. 1 and 1 and 5. 4 and 5 and 1. 1 and 1 and 5. 4 and 5 and 1. That's the whole thing. So my kickoff would go a 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that. It's just one melody the whole time. Just repeated over and over again. Okay, but singing the harmony is what makes it really fun. So I hope you're singing along. We'll start with the chorus as soon as you kick it off. Right here in the key of G. Somebody loves you dearly. 1, 2, ready, go. Somebody loves pretty purty. Red Allen, Frank Wakefield, that's my source for that one. And there's a live recording where there's a trio. I don't know who's singing the baritone part, but golly, it's a tight 3-part harmony. And quite beautiful, with Red really, really like yearning, singing that high part the way he would. This is all Red, by the way. This belonged to Red Allen at some point. I don't know when. I haven't identified any photos of him with it, but old Red. It's my old Martin. Okay, Miss McLeod's Reel. This is a number which I teach often as sort of a first tune in G for guitar players. It's fun on any instrument. I'll bet you it's even fun on banjo. Pretty straight ahead. So here we go. Miss McLeod's goes in the key of G. Da da 1 and a 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 5 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 4 4 and a 5 and a 1 da 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 1 and a 1 and a 5. Have you ever seen the devil, Uncle Joe, Uncle Joe? 4 4 and a 5 and a 1. Hop high, ladies, 3 in a row. Hop high, ladies, 3 in a row. Hop high, ladies, 3 in a row. Don't mind the weather when the wind don't blow. 1 and 1 and 1 and a 1. 1 and 1 and 5. 1 and 1 and 1 and a 1. 4 4 and a 5 and a 1. So we're just picking an instrumental as the old school Miss McLeod's Reel. You'll hear a version, an Appalachian version. I'm assuming it's American, where the words, where you sing it, it's called Have You Ever Seen the Devil, Uncle Joe? Anyway, we're just going to pick it. So I'm going to kick it off. I'll back this down just a skosh, give you all a good, solid chance. All right. So I'll kick it off, and I'll play it all the way through 2 A parts, 2 B parts. And then you play it the same, or however you're playing it, but the same length. Then I will play it one more time, you'll play it one more time, and then you'll tag it at the end. So I'm going to kick it off using taters, and at the end you're going to play a tag, okay? Here we go, Miss McLeod's Reel in the key of G. cool. I know I've mentioned this before, but playing a tune like that at that tempo, this is great practice for players like me because it's like riding a bike, really, really slow. You get better at control because I don't do that. You know, I don't sit there and I play this tune at 70 beats per minute. I usually starting around 100 or something like that. So good practice for me. I hope it's good practice for you as well. Okay, Gold Watch and Chain, again from the Carter family. And I grew up hearing a version of this on one of those Emmylou Harris records that my parents had that I still probably have on these shelves. Well, I know I still have it. Just haven't heard it in a while. Anyway, this is in the key of C, and everybody check in if you feel like it. Put a little comment on the thread and let us know what instrument you're playing, where you are, and anything else you'd like to share with the group. Okay, so this is another 4-1-5-1 throughout, but this is in the key of C. So again, if you're mystified, C is 1. Count up the alphabet. C, D, E, F is your 4. G is your 5, right? So this one goes 4 and a 4 and a 1 and a 5 and a 5 and a 1 and a 4 and a 4 and a 1 and a 5 and a 5 and a 1. My kickoff would go. My kickoff would go. So I know the melody goes da da da. That's how the melody goes. But I'm imitating Mother Maybelle Carter's kickoff, which goes. Something like that. Just like Little Darling Pal of Mine, we don't do any holdovers. We just go right to the 4 chord at the end of every kickoff, verse, chorus, break, etc. So 4-1-5-1 the whole time. And you're going to kick us off on Gold Watch and Chain in the key of C. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'll pawn you my gold watch Take back all of the gifts you have given. Golden ring and a lock of your hair, and a card with your picture upon it. It's a face that is false, but it's fair. All I'll pawn you my gold watch and chain, love, and I'll pawn you my gold wedding ring. I will pawn you this heart in my bosom. Only say that you love me again. There's a rose and it blooms in the garden. It grows with the love in my heart. It broke through on the day that I met you. It will die on the day that we part. Oh, I'll pawn you my gold watch and chain, love, and I'll pawn you my gold wedding ring. I will pawn you this heart in my bosom. Only say that you love me again. Only say that you love me again. Cool. Okay, how's everybody doing? We got some folks out there picking along. We sure do. We got Wayne on the bass in Beverly, north of Boston. Hello, Wayne. And we got Bluegrass Lemonade. That's Diane up in Hamilton, Montana. Kevin Prater will be in Providence on Wednesday, says Wayne. Okay. Harold Hale, good evening. Glad you're here, picking along. Harold Hale is in Missouri, or Missouri. Which one do you say? Dickie Derry, good to see you. Flight time. Yeah, Wayne. 41514151. Yeah. 4151. 4151 the whole way. Bob Thomas strumming along in Northern Virginia on your Eastman guitar. Very cool. And Jeff in Pikeville, Tennessee is playing a Fall Creek F5 mandolin. Marilyn Schnibby. Love that high harmony. That's right. Marilyn, who has a way with words. And John M-B1C. Hello from Boulder, Colorado, picking on a D18 right down the road. And Harold is playing a hummingbird from southwest Missouri. Gibson hummingbird, I take it. Eduardo, smoke on the water. Okay. That's for you, Eduardo. Okay. Wes is in Monterey picking the guitar. And Diane is playing the mandolin. Don't know a lot of these tunes. The slower tempo lets you play. That's the reason I'm here. That's good. I'm always trying to play it pretty square the first time through for those of you who are trying to learn like the basic straight up melody. So here at the Slow Tempo Jam, it's a good place to be doing that. Marilyn is near Weezer playing a quarter ass fiddle. Very cool. Oh yeah, is the contest happening this weekend? Is this the big National Fiddle Championship up in Weezer? It's got to be. And Melanie is in Fairmont, West Virginia, picking on Eastman guitar. Deirdre, hi Deirdre, in San Diego. We worked together at the Julian Family Fiddle Camp. Thanks for being here and picking along. And there is Andrew McConaughey. Hello there, my friend. Andrew, the Colorado Colonel in Gun Barrel, right down the road, on his stolen Santa Cruz guitar. It was stolen from him, and then he recovered it. That's a good thing. There's Dan Smith in Jacksonville, Florida, picking on the Martin D35. Nate and Tom picking in Ambridge, PA. Ambridge, PA. Very cool. Maryland, next week is the contest. Okay, so is it Sticker Fest this weekend? I'm trying to get this all straight. I went up to Weezer. Golly, that was just last weekend, or the weekend before yesterday. So this is Sticker Fest, or Stickerville, happening, and then the contest, I think. It was cool tapping into that culture up there and getting to know the location a little bit and seeing all the photos of all the fiddle champs when they were young on the wall. Okay, let's move along. We've got It's Raining Here This Morning in the key of D. I don't have a whole lot to promote this week. Music camps, Sorrento, BC. Nimble Fingers Camp is happening next month. And then the following month in August is Augusta Bluegrass Week in Elkins, West Virginia. Always a favorite week of the year for me. And I've got a bunch of river trips and a handful of other dates that are on my website. So you can check that out, tylergrant.com. And as always, I appreciate the donations. If you can swing it, I'm here for you. And that's the deal. And a little bit of donation helps me get down the road and keep this thing running. So the links are there in the comments for that. And anyone who wanted a poster, I know I keep saying this week by week, and I'm going to change this out at some point. But a few of you did a donation of $40 or greater, and your posters are on the way. They're going to be in the mail tomorrow. So if anyone else wants one of those, that's the deal. $40 or more. Give me your address, and I'll send you a poster. Okay, here we go. It's raining here this morning, which, we could always use a little rain here in Colorado. I am coming at you live here from the Northwest Longmont Center for the Flat-Picking Arts and Songwriting Sciences, as usual, with Old Red. I'm giving Old Red a last strum before I head out for a river trip tomorrow with the Drift Dinosaur. Going to be performing on this trip and guiding the people and rowing them in the raft. This will be my first of the season. So I've been doing my push-ups and pull-ups and trying to stay in shape, doing some yoga and running, and going to be out there pushing that rubber down the river and keeping the guests in the boat as best I can, and picking with Ace and Michael and our Picking on the Dead Hardcore Canyon trio. And I think it's going to be too warm to bring Old Red. I'm going to bring Bill, my Collings. So I'm giving Red one last night here. And here we go. It's raining here this morning. This is from Grandpa Jones. And of course, Stanley Brothers and lots of others have done it. So there's several versions of this one. And I'm going to try to get you square on the version that I like to do, which is sort of a hybrid of the Grandpa Jones and the Stanley Brothers. One and one and one. One and one and a five. One and a one and four. One and five and a one. Four. Notice I didn't say chorus, because it is a verse and a chorus form, like a typical song, but every chorus has completely different words. That's part of Grandpa Jones's style, and some of the old songs are like that. So I'm just calling it an A part and a B part, but if I slip and call it a verse chorus, you know what I mean. So I'm going to kick it off. Well, I'll show you how to kick it off on the verse. And then once we get into the song, we'll trade breaks on a verse form and a part and a B part, a verse and a chorus. Okay. So I might kick it off like this. A 1, 2, 3. Something like that. Okay. Here you go. Kick us off on It's Raining Here This Morning in the key of D. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's raining, raining, raining here this morning as I sit in jail and hang my head in shame. With a smile I try to greet each early dawning, but they've given me a number for my name. Every little raindrop that's falling close to me makes the streams and rivers as muddy as can be. It's raining, raining, raining here this morning as the Mississippi flows onto the sea. I got it. Take it to 4. How I wish that I could see my little darling and hold her in my arms just as before. She used to tell me every day she loved me, but now she doesn't love me anymore. She knew that I was guiltless of this one crime and said that she'd be waiting there for me. But she has found somebody else to wonder where the Mississippi flows onto the sea. Play. I got it. It's raining, raining, raining here this morning, and I am just as weary as can be. I wish that I could follow all the raindrops down the Mississippi toward the Silver Sea. But there's no way to prove that I'm not guilty, so I guess I'll have to suffer all the shame. Go and tell her for me, little raindrops, that they've given me a number for my name. Woo. Just a beautiful lyric, I think. It's just such a nice song. I first ever heard that song the day I met Michael Kirkpatrick. It was 2023. No, I'm sorry. 2003. It was the year 2003 in Branson, Missouri. Shepherd of the Hills Bluegrass Festival, and the Dillards were on, and they sang that song. And I thought, wow, what a great song. Okay, Lost Indian. The story about meeting Michael, I will tell you another time. But it's a good story. I also met John Weisberger the first time that day. All these groups were there at the festival. Okay, here we are. Lost Indian. I did a little bit of review on this on the Kenny Baker version since last time we tried it. So that's the one I'm sort of leaning on here. We're in D. And it's kind of similar to Cherokee Shuffle, but it's not Cherokee Shuffle. And I don't do any 4 chords. I don't care what Tony Rice says or does. This one is just a 1 and a 6 minor and a 5. So key of D. 6 minor. 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1. 5 and a 5 and a 1. 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1. 6 minor. 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1. 1, 5 and a 1. It actually goes to the 5, 5 and a 5 and a 1. Like so. B part's exactly the same, changes. Different melody. Okay, so here we go. Lost Indian in the key of D. I'll kick it off, and we'll just go twice through, like we typically do on the slow tempo set. Me, you, me, you. I'm going to kick it off with taters, and you're going to tag it at the end. If you don't know about taters and tags, and you're a guitar player, you better sign up for Flat Pickin' Academy and learn all those things from me. Here we go. Lost Indian in the key of D. Fun. Okay. You are my sunshine. Hey. Now, it might seem strange to you that I'm pulling up a lyric sheet for this, but have you ever gone through the verses of this song? I remember hearing this when I was little. It's the kind of song that, you know, my mom would sing me to sleep. And there was one verse that I was familiar with. The other night, dear, as I was sleeping. But golly, the other verses are quite lonesome. And what key did I say? Sorry, I'm messing around with papers here. I think we're in E on this. Norman Blake did a great version on the Oh Brother, Where Art Thou soundtrack. And that was when I first heard all the verses of the song. I'm like, whoa, this is dark. And he's in G, which you know, if I'm belting out is fine, but I didn't really want to belt it out right now. I kind of sing a lot of songs on these sets, so I decided to key it down to E. And this ought to be a familiar melody to most of you. All right, Red, I'm going to double check your tuning. Capo kind of pulled me out a little bit, but not too far. So for the guitar players, I'm capoed 4. I'm going to play out a C position. That puts me in the key of E. You could capo 2 and play D position, or you could just play open E. Nothing wrong with that. Of course, if I was with you and you were in this capo, I would go to a different capo. It's nice for the guitars to be in different places. Not changed these strings yet, but I did something cool. I did something different. I drilled holes in my blue chip. Look at that. I took a weekend like a stencil and took my drill. Giving that a try, you know, see if it helps my grip. I haven't, it was just yesterday morning I did that, and I haven't really played a whole lot since then, but it's kind of cool. See if it actually makes a difference when we get to the fast tempo, because that's the time when it's can be a struggle to hold on to that pick. Okay. You Are My Sunshine goes do 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 1 and a 1 and a 4 and a 1 and a 4 and a 1 and a 1 and 5 and 1. All right. So if I'm kicking it off, I'll go 1, 2, 3. Okay. Here you go. Kick us off on You Are My Sunshine, My Only Sunshine, in the key of E. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamed I held you in my arms. When I awoke, dear, I was mistaken. happy if you will only say the same. But if you leave me and love another, you'll regret it all someday. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Go. You told me once, dear, you really loved me, and no one could come between. But now you've left me to love another. You have shattered all of my dreams. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Me then you. In all my dreams, dear, you seem to leave me. When I awake, my poor heart pains. Won't you come back, dear, and make me happy? I'll forgive you, I'll take all the blame. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Well, I hope I didn't ruin that song for you, but that's how it goes. I wanted to do an extra round of breaks so you could hear that last verse, which is so sad. But hey, what is the light without the darkness? You can't see the light without the darkness, right? It doesn't mean anything. And some of those songs tell dark stories, but they're still beautiful songs. That Norman Blake version, I watched a cool interview with him where he was telling the story, and he got called to go do that session, with T-Bone Burnett for the Oh Brother, Where Art Thou soundtrack. And he said, sure, okay, he'll do it. So he went down, and they're in the studio in Nashville. He went up to Nashville from Sulphur Springs, Georgia. And he's in there in the studio and with the players, and they run the song to see how it's going to go. And he says, okay, that's good, let's cut it. And T-Bone's like, no, we got it. He just took the rehearsal, basically. And that's the one you hear on the album. Okay, where are we? My Rose of Old Kentucky. I've never, ever, ever sang this song in my life, and figured we'd give it a try. Just kind of trying to cover some of the bases that I haven't covered and get some different songs in there. So this will be in the key of A. And I am going to be capo 2, playing a G position. Hope I don't have to retune so much. I do this little thing. Bill Nershi taught me this trick. This is kind of his invention. If you hold the strings down while you're tightening the capo, potentially they don't get pulled sharp by the capo. That's pretty good. I'm going to call that fine. Okay, where are we? Find a tempo here. This is the last number of the slow tempo set. After this, we will get into the mid-tempo, which will start in about 10 minutes. So let's get through this song. Maybe I'll have a chance to stand up between sets. Okay. The key of A, it's a 1-4-1-5 on the verses, and then a 4, and it goes to the 4 on the chorus. So I'll demonstrate. And a 1, and a 4, and a 1, and a 5, and a 1, and a 4. Chord for the chorus. Rose of old Kentucky, and a 1 and a 5, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1. Okay, so my kickoff might go something like 1, 2, 3. And when we get to the breaks, we'll trade verses and choruses. But kick us off on that verse form, like I demonstrated there, in the key of A. Here we go. My Rose of Old Kentucky by Bill Monroe. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. She bloomed for me in a little village, in a cabin on the hill. We made our vows to love each other, and I know we always will. She's my rose of all Kentucky. I watched her bloom as the years go by. For me there'll never be another. I'll love her till the day I die. Go. In my dreams, I see my darling in a game look so sweet. How I long for old Kentucky, for my darling I will meet. She's my rose of old Kentucky. I watched her bloom as the years roll by. For me there'll never be another. I'll love her till the day I die. Well, I know you often wonder, and I'll tell you the reason why. She my rose of old Kentucky, and I know she'll never lie. She's my rose of old Kentucky. I watched her bloom as the years roll by. For me there'll never be another. I'll love her till the day I die. Okay, that sure was fun. Now Bill's up in B. He's only a whole step higher, so I feel like that was pretty good. Pretty good for my voice there, just keying it down a whole step from old high singing Bill Monroe. Okay, thanks everybody. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate the donations as always. Please stay engaged. Check out Flat Picking Academy at the link on my website. I'll put the link to that on this page when I archive it here later tonight or tomorrow. And I'll see you in about 5 minutes for the mid-tempo jam. It's going to come up on a new video. So refresh your page at 1/4 till, and let's keep on picking. All right, see you there.